good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, and home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sun Devils will put total leather and we'll get started. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will have the football first. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover him, take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
And the Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. A strike downfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Cowboys want to pick up the tempo.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass, and the defense did a really good job playing the pass. And 4th down now, it's decision time for you.
They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. So Arizona State's offense will take the field for the first time. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Offense changing the play. Now the play fake. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. And the Sun Devils will call on their punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly, running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
From the gun, running back on the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Quickly out to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They'll send out the kicker here. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Out of the gun to give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Sun Devils lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got the tight end. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Forced out of the pocket. Unleashes one. Finds space on the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Turning it on. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. 1, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. Makes one man miss. And they corral him at the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, how about that play call? 3rd down, turn it around, hand it to the big fella, your fullback, and he does the work to get the first.
And the Sun Devils trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll try to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State! That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Got him downfield. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. And the Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Holds and fires complete to the right. Oh, he got loose. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up. Handoff to the lone back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. He might want another play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He lost it high and deep down the left side. It's caught. Off and running. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The Cowboys can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play action fake. Makes the catch. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that is how you bring it. You see the ball, you go get it right now, and you bring the wood with some bad intentions.
And the Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. At midfield, he's got room. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get...
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Working the middle. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Off the play fake on first down. On target over the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. The Cowboys didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. The give. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
He'll keep it on the sneak. Sneaks into the end zone.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there. Ready to try the point after.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Cutler. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Wide open downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Ferguson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Got it in the middle. It's Taylor. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to fire. He's got him. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running into the open space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snags it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Sun Devils are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give is to Taylor. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield and make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Stillwater. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Boone Pickens Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Cowboys will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They'll open the second half with a run. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back.
He's loose. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. And you saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It'll be third and long. Brown has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Cowboys are in the hurry-up.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out?
There he goes. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, the quarterback has looked his way early, and he's looked his way often all game long. Now he's got over 150 yards when throwing to that guy.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. And the Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. There's a heat. Got a little space. Got it inside the 15. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Off the play fake. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys! Fit it in the window for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point draws them closer. It's 31-24. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there.
False start off offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A 3rd down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. This offense has it with really good field position. Red pass, it's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Taylor has it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off.
Touchdown, Oklahoma State! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-maker. Decided to go for it, we didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Had to throw it before he wanted. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense got to stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Hauls it in. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Right back to the well. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quick completion to the right. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. They move on top here in the 4th. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They go to the ground. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Send the tight end in motion. Off play action. Scrambling away. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab down the left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They get to him as he throws. And it's incomplete as he tried to lob it in with perfect touch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He wants to change this route. They'll run play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Taylor. How about this running back dragging a toe and getting it inbounds?
Showing off the wide receiver skills. You know, running backs are so talented nowadays, and you split them out as a wide receiver so much, and he showed it there. He can play wide out easily with a nice catch, nice awareness.
Fires to the big fella. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. And the Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. Hands it off. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. To the air on 2nd down. He'll throw it. Quickly complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cowboys are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach, because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half, and I think that's the right decision.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the... He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Right down the gut of the field. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Quickly to the tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
The middle, it's Brown. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
Wants to throw it. Looking for his man. Found a seam. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has it on the doorstep. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air on 1st down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Hope. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Here's a throw downfield late. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll try the run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. 3rd and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.